Yo, this Iceberg roll rims through the suburb, back at you live. We want to talk about Mother's Day. And it rained today out here in Chicago because it kept a lot of people from getting shot. Ain't that something? Mother's Day is a day people go, and this time I die. But I was just listening to some.
They don't want to give us. They don't want to give the boys because they really don't think the boys are equipped to handle it. They think that they have to protect the boys when
This is a Mother's Day conversation. Continue with Charles Faulkner Jr. with an L, not F-U-C-K.
Boys doing, here comes a dirty word.
They some type of way, all of a sudden it's man against woman now. This is what I wake up to. I didn't even know this shit was existing.
The boys, a lot of the boys
Omar Johnson, Kevin Samuels, and
it's because you keep
I mean, it's not even nothing to fight about. It's constructive criticism.
Hold on. I gotta correct something. Black Americans are not under matriarchy. We're under gynocracy. A matriarchy would still listen to the men. Okay.
Happy Mother's Day.
I want to answer Shonda's question.
This is a Mother's Day special. I'm listening to.
Matriarchy when African female slaves were not imported into the U.S. until the early 1800s. Majority of African slaves in the U.S. were males. That does not equate to matriarchy. And you know what? Well, let's address the first part. Yes, the majority of the slaves for a hot minute were African males. And what wound up happening was they thought that it would be white slave owners or, white kidnappers, racists, whatever you want to call them.
I'm gonna play a little bit of this and then I'm gonna get into something from hoodx.com. If you ain't signed up, sign up for hoodx.com. Hoodx literature, short for literature. It's the Delilah Act. And it's, it comes from Samson and Delilah out the Bible. But it's on WordPress on Godspeed.
They were strong enough to work, then yes, put their asses out in the field. Now, when we talk about the gynocracy, because it's not, like Charles said, it's not necessarily a matriarchy, but a gynocracy. Yes, the slave master did used to put the black woman in charge, usually, a man type, somebody who has been enslaved / imprisoned for at least 20, 30 years, because they would use her to control the male slaves to keep them from doing what they should have done, which is fighting for their freedoms, rioting, whatever you want to call it. So here we are now, like coming the late 60s, early 70s, Lyndon B. Johnson he switched that role. He gave the power, quote unquote, the false power back to women by what I believe was the Home Act. Therefore, black women could go ahead and enroll in welfare. Of course, we all know in order for a woman to be able to be eligible for welfare, you can't have a working age male in your home. So that's when we had things flipped. And of course, in the 80s, black men realizing that women only, well, not all women, but women who were of that ilk, they only respected finances because they were tired of living in poverty. Those of you who grew up in the 80s knew that the drug dealers used to have their pick of the litter when it came to girls. Mm-hmm. Now that that age is over, the same thing with the rappers and economics. If you were a black man with some type of financial status, you had pretty much had your pick of the litter. But now things, especially with COVID and with some type of financial.
We'll pause that for a minute. What he was saying, like back in the day, the women used to go for the bad boys. And the bad boys used to be hustling. And the good boys was in school. And you be trying to be a good boy, but all the good boys ain't getting the women, the little girls in his school, because they're going for the drug niggas dropping out of school, called the bad boys hustling, getting money. So it was a fucked up dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It kind of fucked the shorty head up, because as a young man, I'm trying to think like, I do want to graduate, but I want some pussy. My mama still buying me gym shoes. This nigga got on $900 worth of shit over here. Oh, hell no. Fuck my whole understanding up. That was it. Once I feel like the women went for the bad boys, I became a bad boy too. And that's what happened to everybody. It only took one bad boy to get out there. The rest of the girls run to him. You know, oh, he's so, yeah. Oh, you hear me in high school talking about this nigga. You looking for him in school, and you realize, oh, that's that nigga riding past in the Cadillac. Shit, I want to be out there riding past in the Cadillac, and somebody else listen to these motherfuckers talk about me. There you go. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, women, y'all sent us the fuck straight up. Real talk. I say about going into high school. Going into high school. And when high school, it was nigga bad boy training. Mm-hmm. Anybody got any comments? Feel free to comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kicking this Mother Day thing right here and listening to. You know, y'all got any questions? I always got the answers. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm going to continue on and make sure it's all proper done. We be having Smith in this motherfucker. And I don't know about Smith. Smith is that shit when you always try to do something, some other shit do it to itself. You know, watch The Matrix. Let me go back. Let me see what they talking about. See if we still in here. I didn't, you know, I just scrolled upon
and
this.
You had that some type of financial stability where you pretty much wore your wealth on your back.
Yeah, the chain,
or you had some
the shoes, $900 coat I got sitting over there like on some bullshit.
This is why serial killers, even though they're serial killers, they're dangerous people. Like Ted Bundy got women showing them, you know, their breasts and writing love letters and wanting to marry them and anything.
Now what message is that saying?
Right.
That's for the white people. Let's see.
Dangerous people.
And you go, you get the dope dealer for the black people, and you get Ted Bundy for the white people. Kind of the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Because now you would say, well, niggas used to sell drugs on the same as Ted Bundy. But it is now, because now you got niggas sliding on niggas, you know, wiping niggas' noses and shit. So that's some Ted Bundy shit, you know what I'm saying? With colors and everything. You mean music to it too? Yeah. Niggas in Chicago is on some AKA Ted Bundy shit. You know what I'm saying? They have sprawled into serial killers. Mm-hmm. And they're fucked up. So how you gonna go back to believing in God? Especially on Mother's Day, but how you going back believing in God? You done killed 3 or 4 niggas. You know what I'm saying? You got to really do some Moses shit. You got to really be like Moses. You know what I'm saying? Go straight to God, give you all to God. First thing you got to do is stop hustling. Then you got to stop gangbanging. So I know a nigga ain't going to be able to do that, but that's what you got to do to redeem yourself. And then you got to take the pain that God finna goddamn traumatize your ass for about a year or 2, depending on how ruthless you is. Some of you niggas got to go through it for 10 years. But the humiliation and the pain of walking your broke ass to that cross, all of a sudden you used to be Don Juan. Then they named you fine, you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna say the other word. That's some bullshit. But shout out to my nigga Ice Cube. But you know, shit, that's a hard thing to do. Now, the most spiritual and supreme thing is to do it without going to the penitentiary. That's the hard. Going to the penitentiary is a lot easier than doing it without going to the penitentiary because you got to break yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to break yourself under the forces that's unseen. And it is a light after that, but you got to do that if you're trying to live a little bit longer. But, you know, you ain't on that, you know what I'm saying? Supreme Savage, you know what I'm saying? GD Mo, GD Nation, goddammit, you know, wipe noses and slide. And hey, you know what I'm saying? But you can't go to God when shit get wrong, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, nightmares be a motherfucker. Trust me. Like I said, it's Pope TV, Iceberg Road ran through the suburb. Not Pope TV, that's my spiritual advisor. I don't know what I'm thinking about the nigga, you know what I'm saying? But he told me some nigga shit the other day. You know what I'm saying? He told me something about the karma of the nigga next to you. And he said sometimes you could be in a vicinity of a brother who got a lot of karma coming to him. And you may not know this nigga be out here robbing and killing niggas, but you in a car with him 9 times out of 10, his karma by you being in the car might go, you know. So if a nigga got bullet holes in his car, try to stay out that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how much Hennessy he got. You know what I'm talking about? Blunt. You gotta see the unseen thing, especially in Chicago, man. They did it. J. Edgar Hoover did it. Clap up to J. Edgar Hoover. You did it, nigga. You goddamn it did it, nigga. And by the way, I'm from Maplewood, City of Eternal Light, where Fred Hampton live. I live right around the corner from Fred Hampton, you know what I'm talking about? So we get it cracking around here with the Judas and the Black Messiah type shit, you know what I'm saying? Man, at least these niggas over here still got enough nobility to when they shoot, they go shoot the nigga they want to shoot, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the porch with my daughter and shit. We got them feet cracked up, got them sun shining, you know what I'm saying? The trees blowing, the wind blowing the trees. So if you close your eyes, it seems like you're on the beach. And it's another nigga sitting in the car talking to his female, and the nigga just rolled right past. He polite and just goddamn. I seen dude, I waved, that nigga waved at me, and next thing you know, he rolled up, he said something to dude and blew his head off and kept going. I'm like, whoa. Oh, this shit crazy. Yeah, this is Chicago, nigga. Chicago got them in PTSD supreme, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker. LeBron losing his motherfucking mind, you know what I'm talking about? Shit. Yeah. Niggas be on the beach living in motherfucking Australia sometimes asking me, man, you so motherfucking talk like that, nigga. You wake up to what I wake up to. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, I got myself out that situation. I wake up to the birds and the trees humming, and boy, it is beautiful to hear the bird chirping outside your house. Like, chirp, chirp, chirp. You're like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like a motherfucking move. And you got to appreciate the small things in life. Life problem to how you unappreciative towards that. When life problem come, go to the smaller things and run. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, don't get your gun. Because going to jail ain't no motherfucking fun. Like I said, it's Iceberg. Always roll the rims through the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Man. Happy Mother's Day in this motherfucker. Like I said, it rained today. If it didn't and the sun was shining, many niggas was going to die because you got a lot of baby mama ops and all that going on. All that. See, the women can roll, you know, like this. You tell me, ain't that ice? What? Roll over here with me on here on Cabrini Greens. It's cool. How's it cool? It's cool. They cool people. No, you a bitch. It's cool for you because they trying to fuck. It ain't cool for me. You see what I'm saying? So niggas, females don't think about the nigga like that. She thinks she can just bring the nigga around anything. No, you got to remember this nigga ain't supposed to be around on it. He looking a little funny because they trying to hit you and he in the car. So that's just gonna make them mad. Like, what is this nigga in the way? So now they looking at some shit they can rob you for. Do something to your ass. You know what I'm talking about? So ladies, be cool with that shit. Don't be taking niggas around ops and shit because they cool with you. You can move around in the land. Nigga can't. And that is the way it's going on now. Motherfucker, everybody getting shot. Shit. Seems like some Illuminati shit to me. You know what I'm saying? This thing called looch. I used to hear these motherfuckers talk about this looch, and this looch is a negative energy that hover over the air and it turn into a mist. And that mist is all the negative energy that turn, hover over the air. So I'm like, why is it all the way these London fall chemtrails going on? Is this negative looch? You know what I'm saying? Is it going up or is it going down? Why the fuck they be flying these planes? Anybody can tell me in the comment section why they fly planes. What the fuck is that? That's not. But yeah. It's a lot of looch in the ass, rainy as hell, cold in the motherfucker. Feel like we're going into wintertime. A lot of niggas got their lives saved today. Because if it was sunny, goddamn it, niggas gonna die. Like that song, la da 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 da. I swear, Mother's Day too. Ooh, we under that motherfucker supreme witchcraft, Illuminati, King Von get shot in the dark. Nigga, ooh, all the white. Come on now, I'm trying to tell y'all, that nigga had on all white. Mary had a little lamb. Her shit was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the spot was sure to blow. Think about that. That was the Mary had a little lamb shit. You know, all white on. They sacrificed that nigga. And when they say, did he do it on purpose? It's not such thing as a purpose. You can do it on purpose. It's not such thing. Once I performed the ritual, when the ritual was in the air and then all of the mechanics fit into place like all white on a Friday night, Mary had a little lamb. It's time to fight. And then all of a sudden, Queen Quando Rondo right here, and he's off a pill. He's already, goddammit, dwelling in the unseen world of the with Poe called Shadow Walkers, and he already got his head hovering over his head. That's why he's talking. Bond was sitting in the car acting strange. He was fighting himself. Himself was telling himself, nigga, sit your ass in this motherfucking car, nigga, before you die. And his other self was saying, no, nigga, I'm big dog. And he lost that battle. You know what I'm talking about? That's the witchcraft. All you have to do is put the, if I leave my blood here and you take my blood and put it over there, still connected to me, you put it in a chicken head, I'm gonna be goddamn tweaking and shit. Like sometimes what the fuck wrong with me till the shit wear off. That's it. So I only speak about King Von because he did have amount of nigga like Tupac. He did try to give the niggas, and it's kind of fucked up because just for a nigga to give to you and he got more than you, these niggas out here like, man, it's just fuck, nigga. That's that J. Edgar Hoover, Tupac all over again. Then she hustled Tupac, what you're talking about, man. But nigga. FPD Duck, boy, that motherfucker had a nigga gone in this bitch for real, for real. You know what I'm talking about? Man. Yep, it's the new war. Man against woman, woman against man. Black woman against black man against black woman. That's the new thing they got out now. All these Asians out here, you know, you can be an Asian, don't even know it. But when I came up out my slumber, I'm like, how the fuck is we fighting? You know what I'm saying? We weren't fighting under the Trump era. Now we fighting over the soul of America era. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden fighting for the soul of America. You know what I'm saying? This shit is like, wow. Quavo couldn't get a threesome. And he bought a bitch a Bentley. I didn't know that. I just knew that nigga was getting it in. You know what I'm talking about? I don't have these motherfucking problems right now. Somebody never had a Billy. Nigga, I be on some Akon shit in this bitch. We all gonna get along. Words are spells. And if you use the right words, you cast a spell. But the situation is what type of spell you casting. I go off how a nigga smell. Fuck what you talking about. I'm looking at your actions. Before that's Iceberg roll down through the suburb, like I say, God damn it, and I'm out here. Happy Mother's Day.